do up to first homeworks and now to the other homeworks on the second one. Make sure you have your keyboard in front of you to refer to when I do this. Also make sure you have your circle of fifths in front of you to refer to when I do this. So I don't have to go back and forth and do it. Alright, so remember what the pattern is the first time. Remember I told you that you have to look for the perfect fifth first. And if it's a perfect fifth, the chances are it's going to be major or minor. If it is not a perfect fifth, then it'll be augmented diminished. If it is a perfect fifth, then you have to decide whether the third is going to be major or minor. You find out if it's major if the key signatures are in. So in the key of D has two sharps. Two sharps would have been F and C. That would have been that. So it's not there, it's minor. All right. So this is a perfect fifth. So all these basically are going to be majors and minors on this one page. Okay, so all these are going to be perfect fifths. So you have to decide whether the third is going to be major or minor. Key of E has four sharps. One of those sharps is supposed to be a G sharp. It's not there. So this is E minor. All right, so to keep A, look at it. There is a C sharp in it because three sharps. One of those is in it, so it is just an A. Yep, it's not perfect fifth still, you know, because you have the same accidental. Keep E. There is a G natural. It's not flatted, so then this is E flat. This is that odd B and F. Remember, B and F are the exceptions to the rule. One of those has to be sharped or flatted in order for it to be a perfect fifth. So that is a perfect fifth. Key of B does have a D, so this is B flat. The key of C doesn't have anything, the sharps or flats. And you have a flat here, which means that's minor, and that is C. Minor. And the key of D has a lot of flats in it. It's got 5. Go through the pattern. All those flats. It's not there. It's those are C and F, the only two that aren't flat. So simply D flat. Key of G has one sharp, not a flat. So that's been lowered. That's G minor. Is that B and F again? Except this time there's a flat there. It means it's been lowered. So that is a B flat minor. Alright, now this is one you can do two different ways. Go in the key of F sharp and see if there's an A sharp in there. Or just bring everything down a half step. So just bring it down a half step, and the key of F, there's an A natural. So that means this is a major, just like that's major. So it's just F sharp major. All right. Key of G again. It has one sharp, and none of these are the F sharp. So it's just a G. Here's another one of those B and F things. Now this time this is sharped instead of to be flat. It's flatted. The key of B, 5 sharps. Those sharps include those two. This one, well, it's supposed to have a line here, but you know. Alright, in the key of F sharp again, so that one right there. So if you bring everything down a half step just to do it, you got to do that. So in the key of F, there's no A flat, only a B flat. So that's minor, that means that's minor. So this is an F sharp minor. All right, so bring this down. Bring everything up again. So you can go this way. Now in the key of A, there is supposed to be 3 sharps. One of those is C sharp. It's not. So that's minor. And that means this is minor. So that's an A flat minor. Alright, so this G sharp makes a G. B makes it a B flat. So in the key of G, it's only supposed to be an F sharp in there. So that means that's minor. That means that's minor. So that's G sharp minor. Alright, well we kind of solved this one already over here. Being minor. You know, there's supposed to be an F sharp here if it's going to be major. Okay, in the key of E, there is a G sharp. So that's just simply E. Alright, here's another one that's kind of crazy. Bunch of C flats. You want to go to look at C flat major and find out if there's 7 flats in there, if one of these makes it, or just bring everything up a half step. Well, C major looks like to me, so that's major and that's major, so that's going to be a C flat major chord. Okay, this is E. Key of E, there is a G sharp in there, so there you go. Let's do the same thing with this one, bring everything up a step. So that looks to me like it's major, so that's major, so that's just going to be a G flat major chord. Alright, well I kind of hit those already, so it's F, not supposed to be there because F is supposed to have B flat, so that's an F minor. Okay, C sharp. You can look at 7 sharps and try to figure it out. Or you can bring everything up or down a half step. Let's do it down a half step. So that's C, that's an E flat, that's a G. Well, that looks like a minor thing too. So that means it must be a C sharp minor. Okay, D does have an F sharp in it. There's that lovely B and F. That makes it perfect because one of those is sharped. In the key of B, there's an F and a D, G. Is F sharp and D sharp in there? Okay, and D flat major. All right. Okay, so D, stacking up. In D minor. All right, so you always start with the major first. Figure out what the major is, and then figure out how you do it, how you change it. And remember that you have augmented, major, minor, and diminished. All right, so major is going to have what's in the key. Minor, you're going to flat the third. Diminished, you're going to have the flat third, flat 5. And augmented, you're going to raise the 5th, so you're basically expanding the 5th. All right, so the key of D, there would be an F sharp there. And since we're making it minor, we lower it so it's there. In the key of A, there is a C sharp in there. So you're supposed to have that. Key of C, really fairly easy. Just that. All right, so the B. So now we have to make this a perfect 5th somehow, and to make it B minor. So you have to raise that to make it perfect. Remember, it's that lovely B and F thing again. The key of B, there is supposed to be a D sharp. There is a D sharp in there. If it's not there, we're going to make it minor. So we have to keep it off. All right. Stack up thirds for D. And in the key of D, there is an F sharp, so there you go. The key of A, there's supposed to be a C sharp there. We're going to lower it, so keep it off. Alright, so here's another B. Okay, this one's a B flat minor, right? So you have this. In the key of B flat, there's only two flats, right? F and E. So that means this is now major. I gotta make it minor, so I have to lower the third. Alright, key of B. Key of B has how many sharps? 5. So one of those sharps is F sharp, the other is D sharp. Alright, let's do F. Alright, key of F sharp. So it's minor, so I have to make sure these are both there. The key of F sharp, is there supposed to be an A? Or is it supposed to be A sharp? Key of A has a sharp in it. So you have to lower it, so you have to make it A. Okay, so the key of E flat. So there's E flat. E flat minor, you have to lower the third. Now the key of B flat, that's perfectly fine because that's all there needs to be. Alright, so, and the key of C sharp. If you wanted to do it the other way, if you wanted to do it so you don't have to count how many sharps or flats or whatever it is, let's make a C here. Let's make it minor. So that's C minor. Now raise everything to the sharp. That goes into a natural. So now it's C sharp minor. Key B flat is pretty easy. Key of A flat. There's no C in there. There's no C flat in there. There's no G flat in there yet. Okay. Key of D flat. There's no F. It's only 5 flats. So you don't ever get to the C and F in that pattern. Okay, G minor, it only has F sharp in it, so this is G. Now I gotta make it minor. Yeah, flatten third. There's another one of those G sharps you can count. You can see on your thing that you have how many sharps and how it is, and put it on there. If you don't have that around you, you can go down a half step. So let's make this G. So there's your G chord. Raise everything a sharp. There you go. This one's fairly easy because you have C and you make it flat. Key of E will have a G sharp in it. You have an F, C, and a G. F minor. That's F major. You have to flat it to minor. Alright. A flat major has this. You have to lower the flat to minor. Key of E has a G sharp in it. You're lowering it to make it natural. All right, key of G is the same thing you can do that I did before. If you wanted to go the other way, you can go this. There's G major. There's G minor. Bring everything up a half step, and you get that. Same thing with the F sharp. You can see all the sharps and flats that you have there too. If you bring everything down and go up a half step, that's major, you get them all.